Alright, today we're going to replace and install a isolation valve on the hydraulic system on the 1967 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport. Briefly, we're going to have to lower the car for safety. What I'm going to do is actually remove this section of the hydraulic hose that I have in my hand and get another one similar to it replaced and installed on that side. This is the rear side of the car and that side is the front side of the car. So I'll be doing that momentarily. So in order to remove the isolation valve on the rear hydraulic system, you'll need an 11/16 wrench and a adjustable wrench to accomplish that. What I have here is an absorbent rag to place underneath the fitting area. So when I do remove the fitting area, the valve from the fitting area, it will collect any oil that's still left as a residual will collect in and on the absorbent pad. Okay, here we go. So you loosen it up. Install a plug on one end to keep the fluid from coming out. Okay, that's one side. And there's your other side. Okay. So there is the isolation valve I'm going to add to the front side of the car, the front system of the car. So earlier today I removed the isolation valve for the back end of the hydraulic system for the car here, and I'm ready to install the isolation for the front hydraulic system for the car with an additional 10 inches worth of hydraulic hose to attach it to the front system. I'll be showing you that momentarily. I prepped the new one by placing some Teflon tape on it so it's secure in the hydraulic fluid. So now I'm getting ready to mount it. Got him here? Mm-hmm. Okay, there's one. So we have just finished reinstalling the isolation valve for the back end of the Super Sport. I have the valve opened up so fluid can go in either direction. When the pump is activated, the fluid goes and is introduced into the cylinders, and then when I want to lower the car, I release the fluid and it's still going to the same valve. The isolation valve is there for purposes that if I have lost the pump, I'm able to lift it up, isolate the system, and the car stays at the level that it's isolated at. Now I'm going to work on the front side, so I'm going to have to lower the front end. That way when I release or undo the hose, I have all the hydraulic fluid pressure released from the system so it doesn't slam on me. It's going to return back into the reservoir. I'll be doing that momentarily. So the front end is dropped down, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to dismantle the hydraulic hose from the system and then go ahead and install my isolation valve. Please.
They cry when they hear the sirens.
Yeah, mijo. Again, I went ahead and installed an isolation valve for the front end of the car, just like I have for the back end of the car. So if I need to do any repair work on the pump or the motor of the hydraulic system, I can go ahead and raise the car, isolate the valve, the car will not return or not drop down, and I can go ahead and remove the equipment.